Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas. This is day number 2, and it is a day at sea, a dark and stormy, rough waters day at sea.
Yeah, we were kind of rocking a little bit all night. No seasickness or anything on our part, but we were definitely rocking a bit last night.
All that aside, we're still gonna have a great day. Again, day at sea, so we're gonna be on board today. We have a really fun dinner planned tonight.
Yay!
And some other special stuff. So join us. Day number 2 on board Liberty of the Seas starts right now. This is a look at the seas that we're dealing with right now in the Gulf of Mexico. And we're getting quite a bit of surf here. Quite a bit of cresting on those waves. When you look at the water, we're kicking off of the ship. And of course, there's always a push out, but that spray like that right there, splashing up against the side of the ship, that's not normal. That's because we have rough seas because of bad weather. So that's nothing to do with this ship. It's not a mark against Liberty of the Seas. Any ship coming through here would be having some rocking because of the weather. Now, maybe some ships could handle it better than others, but really that's the biggest factor, is the seas because of the weather. Good morning, getting caught up on work and footage. Time to head into the Windjammer. They just switched over for lunch. So we saw dinner last night. Let's take a look at lunch right now. We have some fresh fruit, bread, rolls. We made salads here, Caesar salad, Greek salad, garden salad, with different kinds of dressings. A seafood pasta salad, Irish stew, sweet chili chicken, pan-seared fish with tomato caper salsa, Mexican spicy pork, have some white rice and couscous, we have ratatouille, sweet corn and carrots, and some more fruit sections of desserts. There's a chocolate fondant, a pistachio pound cake, a peach almond pie, jello. We have some more bread, baguettes, and slices, meats and cheeses, different kind of toppings, some pre-made sandwiches, eggs and relish, cucumber, tomato, cheese, jerk pork, and rice and beans, tuna and avocado, and a salmon and shrimp. Here they're making the Cozumel roast beef sandwiches. We also have some grilled fish, some more Irish stew, sweet corn and carrots, and rice. Over at the soup station, beef and vegetable broth, minestrone, and hot and sour chicken soup. We have some stir-fried vegetable noodles, vegetable fried rice, stir-fried beef with pepper and oyster sauce, steamed fish with lime chili sauce, stir-fried vegetables, rice, dalpacha, and chicken curry. We also have an antipasti station here, and a salad bar, just like they had at dinner. So I have a Mexican station today with Mexican rice, nachos, made with cheese sauce, beef fajitas, refried beans, chicken fajitas, beef chili. They have taco shells, all the different toppings you could want. And then they have a pasta station. They have some spaghetti, they have ricotta with spinach. Then we got some french fries, burgers, hot dogs here at the American station with all the toppings as well. Oh, and some fruit art. It's like little monkeys or something here.
They're fruit monkeys.
That's awesome.
Windjammer food, once again, delicious. I will say this Windjammer has a lot of really good food options.
It's a good spread. Last night at dinner and now today at lunch. So I'm sure breakfast will probably be more consistent, but
this is the most busy buffet that we've been in since cruising has reopened.
yeah. And it's kind of hard to determine. It feels like capacity's definitely up for this sailing, but it's a little hard to determine for sure because no one's going outside still.
Yeah.
It's cold and windy.
Well, let's go outside and see if anybody is outside.
Buckle up. Another cold and windy day. Maybe not as bad as yesterday, but
It's still cold in my book though, that's for sure.
and it is definitely still windy. The water from the splash pad area just keeps spraying all over the place. But we do have some people partaking. Some kids in the splash pad, some adults in the hot tubs. No one's in the pool.
But they are open today because
Pools
they
are
closed
open.
them yesterday.
They did. They are open. No one's going for the plunge right now.
Everyone's
It's either hot tub or splashing around.
And those are kids doing the splashing around. Kids have like the thickest skin in the world. Like
They don't care.
They can handle the cold water. I would be the biggest baby right now if I was wet.
We just discovered something fun with the splash pad area.
Yeah, so I saw these like little red things and I was like, oh, those look like lobster claws or crab claws or something. And then what did you notice?
I said they must be. I think it's abstract art because that looks like an anglerfish, and they did it purple to match the ultimate abyss found on other ships. And the green one over there is a sea turtle. So yeah, I think that's definitely what they're going for, some abstract animal imagery here.
Oh, I like that little turtle.
Oh, there is a little turtle with water coming out of his, like, fin flippers, legs, whatever the correct anatomical term for a turtle's appendages are.
The Jumbotron hasn't been working yesterday or today, or at least hasn't been on.
So what's that about?
I don't know, but no visual aids while you're hot tubbing. Okay, I want to show you how much the ship is moving. So keep an eye on the horizon. Oh, you see it? You see how, if you look forward, the deck is going like above and then below the sea line. So just to give you kind of a representation of the rocking on the boat here.
I will say the look is more than the feel.
Yeah, it's really not that bad, but I mean you can feel it. It's just it's definitely not causing illness for us, but it's definitely moving.
Here we go. Here's another barometer of the ship's movement right now. The water on the stairs, and we're going up and we're going down.
I can't believe how many steps that it stands. And we saw it do more just a second ago.
Yeah, we were kind of actually, as soon as I started filming, of course, it got a little easier. There we go.
I think there's a bigger
one
dip.
coming.
Here we go.
And now we're going back down.
One more. Come on, one more.
It's kind of doing it over here too. You can see the water like sloshing over the edges of the pool. Anyway, rough seas. Look at that, huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
People are doing it. People like...
Not today.
They must live a lot more north than we do because no way.
This is cool, even though it's dark and gray, we're getting like individual sunbeams every so often breaking through the clouds. There are brighter days ahead.
Something that I think is worth mentioning, because Liberty was supposed to get a refurb a while ago, right?
Yeah, the Royal Amplification, but delayed because of the COVID-19 shutdown.
Right. I definitely think it's in need of a little bit of a refurb here.
Yeah, for sure. And nothing egregious, nothing
No.
that's overly concerning. It's just there's a lot of wear and tear, a lot of dings and scrapes, some dirt, you know, stuff like that.
Mostly cosmetic stuff like the paint, some rusting, scuffing, yeah, like you said, dings and stuff like that. Nothing like critical, but yeah, it definitely seems like it needs like some love, which it would have gotten if COVID didn't happen. But I just wanted to throw that out there in case you're sailing on here soon, that you'll probably notice that a little bit.
Yeah, and it should get the Royal Amplification at some point. We don't know when, but that'll be nice too, because then it will probably get things like laser tag, escape room, new restaurants, you know, things of that nature. So
I do think that will be nice too, because there's definitely, I wouldn't say like an abundance of like activities, or at least the activities that like you know that we like to do. So this is definitely going to be like kind of a chill cruise, I would say. But just to throw that out there, in case like these vlogs are a little bit shorter than normal, that's why, just because there's not like an abundance of activities.
So yeah, nothing crazy. You see like the paint's chipping, the ground's like wearing away. It just looks very, you know, sun bleached and just kind of run down.
Rusted. It's just a little like dated. Like it needs some love.
Yeah, that's all. Like you said, nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous. Just we've seen several examples like this. It's not pristine. We'll put it that way.
So over here by the FloRider, there's 3 different slides. So there's the 2 perfect storm water slides, which are, you know, pretty similar to what we've done on other ships, like Mariner and things like that. But if we turn over here, what is this slide called?
Tidal Wave.
Oh yeah, not. I was like, oh no, is it not working? But what I think maybe could be the case is maybe it's not running because it's so windy today.
I think there's a good chance that's what it is.
My amateur sleuthing too is telling me that this is the case because it has water in it, like in this part, but obviously not in the boomerang part. So I'm thinking this is the case. I really, fingers crossed, see, I really hope that's the case because that was one of the top things we wanted to do on this ship. So hopefully maybe tomorrow we'll do that.
No other Royal Caribbean ship, no other cruise ship that I know of has a boomerang style slide like this.
That's awesome.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Let's pop into the Star Lounge for some Harry Potter trivia, shall we?
Hey, I have a question for you.
What?
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Guess if you're gonna do trivia on this sailing, you need to get here early because every seat is taken.
Okay, number 4.
It's fuller than Hermione's
What potion used to take out this vacuum? Is it vacuum?
We're at the on-air area because, what did we mention earlier?
Okay, so remember how we said that like the Jumbotron by the pool like wasn't on? It seems like it's not working, and so they're playing like feature movies in this area.
Yeah, so they have them up on the little TV screens. I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want to disrupt. But they have them on all the other screens in here as well as the big projection screen. So it gives you an option to watch the movie since that's not working right now.
Also too, they were playing this movie on the stateroom TV last night as well, which isn't like typical, so I'm wondering if they're doing that once again because the Jumbotron's not working.
They were doing it with this one, which is forgive me for the pronunciation, but Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, as well as the live-action Mulan.
Right.
Both have been playing repeatedly in the stateroom.
So I don't know if this is a typical thing, but it kind of seems like it's just going on because the big screen isn't working.
It could also be weather, now that I think about it.
Oh, maybe.
We'll check throughout the cruise.
We'll check throughout the cruise. On a sunny day, we'll see if it's on or lights off.
Status update. We are in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
The very exact middle. We did our longitudes and latitudes, and we're in the very middle.
It checks out, see? You can tell. Don't question it.
Only you should question it because that, my friends, was a fib. Where are we going now? Where are we going now?
It's dinner time.
Where?
At a brand new location.
We've never been here before. I'm so excited.
Let's just show you what it is.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Sabor. Here we go. We have our menu for our authentic, modern, unexpected sabor. Featured margaritas.
Oh, it actually says that authentic, modern, unexpected.
No, I made that up. Don't give them credit. It was on me.
And we disappointed we put in time out. Don't think that we don't. Sorry.
So the price for Sabor, we paid $32.99, and we paid for that yesterday when we boarded. So probably if you went on the cruise planner ahead of time, you could probably get it for less.
I think with a package. I think if you're just doing a single place, it's probably the same. But
yeah, we paid $32.99, and that included everything that you saw on the menu except for the margaritas. But it is included if you have the drink package. They're cool with you getting like multiple things of each thing. So you can get multiple appetizers, you can get, like we got tacos and quesadillas, and that was all okay.
One thing that's included that Sabor is famous for is the house-made guacamole, which they were preparing to bring to us, and we said,
We didn't get it.
we don't eat guacamole.
I know so many of you guys are gonna be like, oh no, how could you give up free guacamole, you crazies. I know, but we just don't eat it, so we didn't want to waste it. But I'm really glad that we were able to like order multiple things because everything on the menu looks so good.
It's true.
So good.
So good.
So good.
So good. So good. So good. Calamari, like a, was it chili calamari? Like a spicy chili?
Yeah, that's like spicy chili sauce.
With a grilled lime and
Jalapeno mayo.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. And then over here, the house favorite, bacon wrapped jalapenos.
With, I think it has chicken in it too.
Oh.
I think there's chicken in the jalapeno.
Oh snap.
They take the chicken and they put it in a jalapeno and then they wrap it with bacon. That's the process.
Update, these are both excellent.
So good. Like so much flavor. I will say, I did describe this wrong. My whole demonstration of the chicken with the jalapeno and then the wrap of the bacon. I was wrong, I think, because there's not a jalapeno in there. It's like chicken and bacon.
But I think that's what it says. It says chicken stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon.
But right? It's
I didn't get much jalapeno, no. I mean, maybe the flavor, but...
Either way, it doesn't matter because it's like really, really good. Like the chicken is so moist and so good. Everything is so flavorful.
It is, including the calamari, even without the sauce or the jalapeno mayo, which are both very good. The calamari by itself, the breading has a great flavor on it. Nice spice, but not very hot, just good taste, good flavor. Impressed so far.
Much like Scooby-Doo, we've solved the mystery. There's like a jalapeno cream. Like I think it's kind of like jalapeno, maybe cream cheese. I'm not quite sure. But you see that like slightly green sauce kind of right there? So that's like inside like the chicken area. So that's where the jalapeno is.
And the main courses have arrived. Let's start with our sides.
Ooh.
Yuca barrel fries with a mango habanero sauce.
It's like that old, what was it, Geico commercial?
Oh, the roast duck.
With the mango salsa.
I don't know
For
much of an
appetite.
Also, this is basically like street corn. It's corn on the cob, but they threw all the good stuff on there for you. And then we have cheese quesadilla, 3 cheeses in there with the salsa and the scallion sour cream, I believe. And then this is a steak quesadilla, also coming with the salsa and scallion sour cream, but a side of black beans as well. And you got the taco platter over here.
It's Taco Tuesday. Oh wait, is it Tuesday? Oh, it's Monday.
Darn.
It's Taco Monday. Look how big these tacos are. And they're filled too. These tacos may be bigger than they appear. I got short rib, beef short rib, a spicy chicken taco, and then a spicy pulled pork taco. I really like that they let you like mix and match which tacos you want. So it comes with 3, and then you can mix and match which style you want. If you want more than 3, you can get more than 3.
Sure.
It just comes with 3. But you can get like 24 tacos if you want.
Whoa.
I don't recommend it,
That seems maybe a bit far.
but I think you can.
Update on the food. It's really, really good. I think this is the best cheese quesadilla I've ever had.
Can I try it? I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, go ahead, try it. I did like the steak quesadilla as well, although I actually like the cheese one better. The corn on the cob is very good. The yuca fries are good. And
This quesadilla is really good.
really good. I don't know how they're getting that much flavor out of 3 cheese, but it's working.
It's good. I think the short rib is the best one out of my 3. It has like the most flavor and like because of the barbecue sauce, and it's really, really good. Then I would say I like the chicken, and the pork one's pretty plain.
Yeah.
And the pork and the chicken one, it says that they're spicy, but I don't think that they're spicy. They're mild to me. But yeah, I would probably get the brisket and the chicken one again. I probably wouldn't get the pork one again.
So I think the takeaway is the big winners are the cheese quesadilla and the short rib taco.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have dessert churros. Cinnamon churros served with vanilla and chocolate sauce. Whoa. Those churros were really good.
Everything was really good. That was a very, very good dinner.
I enjoyed that.
I can see why people are a little bummed that Sabor isn't like present as much on other ships.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's just this ship and like a couple others are the only ones that still have Sabor, and the other ones have like they've been removed. But it was good. It was really,
very
really
good.
I do want to make a note. In terms of protocols, it doesn't seem like they're distancing like seating anymore. So like remember when we were on like Odyssey or like Oasis and stuff like that, like they would have, like you would sit at a table and then they would have an empty table and then they would have another table of people. It doesn't really seem like they're doing that. They're just like seating people like right next to each other. And it was kind of like that in the Windjammer too.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like all the tables were open. So just to let you know the progress of protocols, what is and is not going on, at least on this ship, that's how it's operating.
You know what?
What?
It's a good thing we're on deck 4 right now.
Why?
Because we need to go to Studio B, which isn't on deck 4. But as we all know from my tours,
From your
if we were to be on deck 2 or 3, we wouldn't be able to transverse to get to the entrance of Studio B. We need to walk across here on 4, and then we can go down.
Let's
Why are we
go.
going to Studio B? Something like that.
It's not sashaying, but it's something kind of like that.
We always get asked if they had pictures on board, and the answer is yes. Tonight is like the wear your best night, and they have pictures set up, different photo opportunities throughout the ship. Here we are inside Studio B for tonight's ice skating show performance called Encore. So not really too sure what the theming of it is, but kind of just looks like a standard stage setup here. But ice skating shows are always great. Now, normally we always recommend getting here early and sitting in the front row. They do not have the front row available right now, as they have not since restart to offer distancing from the performers. But normally we would try to sit as close to front row as possible, but yet we find ourselves all the way back here. Why is that?
On previous Royal Sands we've done, they've distanced the rows, like so people weren't sitting right on top of each other, but they're not distancing anymore.
Like at all. Because like I think before they would alternate rows, right? Like
yeah, you would have one row you could sit in, and then they would leave the other row empty, and then the next row you could sit in.
And in addition to that, they would have seats sectioned off. So like these 2 might be available, and then the next 3 would be blocked off.
Yeah.
And then they would have 4 available or whatever. And as you can see, there are no restrictions to seating here. You can sit wherever you want other than the front row.
Kind of like how we were saying, like with the dining, they're not like spacing the tables anymore. They're not spacing the seating in the theater, at least on this ship, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't really know, but that's just the situation we're in right now.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of hang up here in the crow's nest. I will say, it is further back from the ice, and you do kind of have some of the columns and posts in the way, but this is a pretty cool setup. You got the high top chairs, you got the built-in bar rail here with the footrest down beneath.
You can lean on the bar.
Yeah.
You get a really good look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Encore. Tonight, we are taking you on yet another journey in the magical and mysterious realm of world theater.
after the ice skating show and wanted to point out our new favorite on random Royal Caribbean television. It's this movie with Kristen Bell and Kelsey Grammer. I think it's called Like Father. And they go on a cruise together on Harmony of the Seas. Like, literally, on Harmony of the Seas. And it shows Harmony of the Seas several times. And this has been playing non-stop the entire cruise. See? Harmony of the Seas!
That's it!
There they are. They're sailing on it. And you can tell certain scenes...
Like this!
legitimately,
they're
they're legitimately on the cruise ship. Did film on the ship itself, not just sound studios made to look like a cruise ship.
You can probably tell by the poor lighting. That's what we deal with every day, folks.
How did they not have flicker?
Who is that little doggy towel animal on the bed?
Woof, woof. Well, another ice show in the books, and it was great as always.
Yeah, so this one, if you couldn't tell, it was basically based off of a bunch of different, like, famous theaters or, like, show venues.
It was great. The talent, of course, is always top-notch. Tomorrow, another day at sea. We hope we'll see you back then. If you missed any action from day one, be sure to check out the playlist. You'll also find our room tour and our ship tour there as well on our channel. Of course, if you're interested in sailing out of Galveston, sailing on board Liberty of the Seas, coming on any of these Royal Caribbean vessels that you always see us having a crazy good time on, we can help make that happen. As travel agents, it's completely free to you, no cost whatsoever. It helps a small business out and helps us make videos like the one you're watching. So feel free to reach out via the travel agent information. It's in the description of this video. You can also visit our website, HoffmanHappyTravels.com. You can also get a hold of us there, so we hope we'll hear from you soon. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for today's video. Hope to see you back tomorrow, day number 3, on board Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas. But until then, we're signing off for the night. See you tomorrow. Happy travel!